So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Slam, slam, slam. He's crashing. He's checking.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
91 is the mic. Let's set a target.
2nd down and goal. Haskins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Set, ready. Hey, come on. Mike 91. 91 is the mic. Come on, come on.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing it up.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man. Complete. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Alert 3, alert 61, matchbox light. Hey, Charlie.
Out of the gun, it's Cutler. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Cutler. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26.
First down, Atlanta.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first and goal, Gurley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Panthers' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This the most important of them all, third and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I get the thought process, third and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Kane. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Haskins going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here I come again. 0-0, Mike Green. It's been a long day for you.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. He finds his man Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Falcons grab it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run. It's Gurley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here comes Carter. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Cutler. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. From the gun, it's Cutler. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back. Let's get down.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Forced out to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Flushed out right. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Mike 3. Watch the run. Go. 0-0, Mike 3. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike 3.
Now Haskins on 1st down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Man, I got you. 56 to Mike, boy. 56.
They go play action with Cutler. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletion sets. Again, it's Cutler. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So a very tight first half. We head to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returned. Turnable, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go with Gurley on first down, but he goes nowhere. They bottled him up for a loss of a couple. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Play action. Haskins. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Third down. 3rd and 13.
60 outlaw. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
By 56. By 56. Defense.
Now Cutler on 3rd and long. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Squeeze, double. Hurry. Mike 3. And watch the leg.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
They go play action now. Haskins. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, Cutler. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go play action with Haskins. Johnson's got it complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Check 52. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Short. Mike 3.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Cutler. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Cutler. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything. And the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now it's Haskins going up top. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 29. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Down. 60 or
56. Double dog. That's the way.
now.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
56. Mike, 56.
Hey, Jet.
56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Cutler on first down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
56.
Throwing here, Cutler. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Falcons on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Come on, set. 15.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Cutler. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
56. Mike's 56.
Oh, you got 10?
56 to Mike. 56.
They're going on fourth down. It's Cutler. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
56. Mike, 56.
Hey, Mike 7. Get it.
Throwing again, it's Cutler. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be second and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Here's Gurley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Protein spill. Hey, orbit.
Mike 56. Mike's 56. Let's go, D. 56 to Mike.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Cutler. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play and give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
I got it. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
On second down, Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Haskins on third down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. On the return, Carter. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Let's go now. 60 or 56. Down to lose one. Let's go.
Cutler to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You got that right there. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Cutler. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
On the double. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Small.
Throwing now is Cutler. And that one's complete to Gurley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Cutler. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. You must.
Ready?
Back to throw. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his 2nd